eating an autumnal wild apple. The last clips you just saw were from like 2 weeks ago, I think. The weather was much warmer. It was like a warm, nice autumn. It's much colder now. And me and Safrush are going to give you a dog shelter horror update. I'm actually wearing the same jacket I was wearing last time we were here, or actually I was here. Safrush wasn't with me or with us then. A lot has happened and I'm going to give you an update. So welcome to this little shorter video. I hope you will enjoy it and that you will subscribe and check out my Patreon, where I post a lot of life updates and recipes and health tips. And thank you for checking out all my links. And let's continue. So the first thing I see is all this. They've cut all the trees in this area, and this was very thick trees, and it was very difficult to approach the shelter from behind, so I'm not sure what has happened here. Not sure what they are planning. They've also made like a path here and cut some trees. This is like a protected area, so there must have been a reason, or this area they could touch, they could cut. Don't know. These are like some kind of dog toys that are ripped apart. Safrush, chodź! I just saw a deer in this creepy little part of the forest. We are approaching, which you couldn't do before because there were cameras everywhere, the shelter itself from the front side. It's abandoned. It's very creepy. And I hope there's no lingering illness here, but this is how it looked like. We were never inside, but we were once very close. And the quarantine boxes, and in the last video from a year ago, I was actually behind these boxes and filming from behind, because you couldn't come in the front. Quarantine. Still very creepy here. This is how it looks like. And the stop sign, the camera, Safrush is unfazed. So I will tell you what happened. I wasn't hearing any barking when we moved here. And I was wondering, like, what's going on? And I did some research, and before I went here, I read that the shelter has been closed down, abandoned a few months before we moved in here permanently. And that's the reason I didn't hear the dogs barking, because last autumn when we were here finishing off the house outside, I could hear the dogs barking. It's walking distance from us. It was very unsettling, unpleasant and creepy. And an organization who wrote this information said that many of the dogs were killed when they were shutting it down. And some were rescued by this organization and they have new homes. They were all in very poor and bad condition. They were sick, and it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking for the dogs, but I feel such a relief that it's over. For the dogs, it's better for them to have peace and not be alive anymore. And for myself, because this was like a horror place, and there's no information, no one knows why they shut it down, why they abandoned it. So that's the dog shelter horror update. It's gone. So that's the video about the dog shelter horror update. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this video interesting, and I will see you in my next video. Stay happy. Bye.